So this is what $50 million buys you in Austin, Texas. This is a legacy estate located right on Lake Austin. You've got...
Hey guys, today we're heading over to Texas, where all my exes live over there in Texas for $50 million. This place is heavily pricey, but it is beautiful. We're checking it out. We're going to strap in. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me all that good stuff. We're heading into Texas. Alrighty.
9 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, 10,505 square feet of living space, laid out on just about 6 acres of prime lakefront land. This estate is so large, you need a Polaris to get around on it.
I will see you at the top of the hill.
Now I want to break down the exterior of this property. This is essentially a compound. You can tell by the drone shot here, just the general
Compound. You like these roofs? It's a very particular style that they have on these roofs. I don't mind that. They look like very flat for their pattern.
layout of the house, where we do have 4 structures on the property: the guest house at the top of the hill, the garden house, the tree house, and now the main house, which is behind me here. And as far as exterior, we have tons of stucco. There was actually 80,000 pounds of steel used in the construction of this house. Approaching the main house, we have this serene garden with these built-in pavers here.
Very nice, like a long courtyard throughout the place. That we like to see that.
And the landscaping really sets the tone for how serene the house is. And my favorite thing about this house is how they blend indoor outdoor living. So this is the main core. This is the hub of the home. So here you have the home gym off to my left, piano room off to my right, and these all open up. So all the glass here fully opens up, so you
Great flow. Great flow. Move throughout the house with ease.
can
We
really
like that.
go from room to room, wing to wing. It's really special. And at the end of the garden, this is the world's largest residential glass front door. This is 10 foot by 10 foot, one single pane of glass, which leads into the great room.
Don't want to be running through the house and then run into that glass. That would not be good.
And using a 10 foot by 10 foot pane of glass really drives home the privacy you have living here. The fact that
Oh, I could see myself doing that so easy. Just forgetting that this isn't open, especially if it's nighttime, you don't have that reflection in there, or you go for your inside to outside. You know, that's why they make them doors and not all glass, so you don't run into them. But, you know, very cool, big window.
you can have your front door be one giant pane of glass, which leads into then this great room with double height ceilings here. And then your whole
Ooh, really like these lights. How simple. Just circles. How much more simple can it get? Just circles. Got some nice lights in here. They don't look too bright. They look beautiful. We like that.
back wall is also glass, which opens up, leading out to your back deck, your infinity edge swimming pool, rolling green lawns. Actually, there's another pool before.
Grass is so green. It's almost like it's unreal. What do you guys think about how they cut it like a golf course there? You think that's nice grass? I like grass that's a little more grassy. Has a little more grass to the grass. I want grass plus grass on top of the grass.
the lawns, and then the river. So this home is the definition of indoor outdoor living. I love to hate that term because that's like such a real estate catchphrase, but you can just flow from room to room in this house, and case in point, look at this. So we'll get back to the pool in a second. Out here, this would be your outdoor dining room where you have seating for 10. Let's go back on in. So back
Very nice, very simple.
Back into the great room here, let's break down a few of the materials. We have custom Italian bricks on the interior of the house, which have been created with laser cut looters. This is pretty cool because this isn't gas, this is actually an alcohol fireplace, so it gives off zero smoke. There's no chimney, there's no plume, and it's very eco-friendly. And I love how they fit this in this home here, where you have the hardwood going up on what would be the actual chimney of the fireplace here. And if you look up, check out these beautiful light fixtures overhead here with those brass circle designs here with the LEDs inlaid in them. And also, while we're looking up, the transom windows. This house utilizes the crap out of transom windows because on this lot, we are technically at the bottom of a hill. The elevation drops off a little bit, so you have the light from the top of the hill entering the home throughout the whole day. In this great room, look how large
IKEA. We got the IKEA couch. I don't really think it's that nice. It's a little low, too. They could do better on the couch. But I guess if you're going to buy the place for $50 million, you could put whatever the hell you want for furniture in it.
Large this couch is. You could put sushi in here, drinks built into this table in the center here. That's pretty cool. I've actually only...
Ooh, I love that. What a great design on this wood and this little dip here. That ended up getting filled with coasters and all the other stuff.
You ever seen that in a home one other time. But the great room flows then into the kitchen here, where we have this island front and center. You've got seating here for 6.
Very sleek. This is modern, done very well right here. I love these lanterns. It's all good. All doesn't look like LEDs. Nice soft lighting in here. Nice big island.
And I like how it's an L island, which is pretty unique. Typically, the islands are just one rectangle in the middle of the kitchen.
So you could talk to them while they're doing the dishes. You could have 6. You could talk to 6 people while you're doing the dishes. How great is that?
This really gives a nice feeling where you could have the prep station here with this huge sink. This is a chef's kitchen. You've got all induction here with Gaggenau, marble in the hood, the backsplash, the countertops. I even like how the dials are built into the woodwork here. In a $50 million house, of course, you're gonna have all the staples like your wine storage here. I also love how the shelving has these little brass inlays there for easy open.
Ooh, they go up like that. I don't know if I like that. What if you're going to grab something and that thing falls down, or you think you got it all the way up and you don't? That's not a good design. Tell me what you guys think. What do you think? Is that a good design? To me, that just seems like a pain.
Of course, soft close. Right off of the island. Stainless steel Sub-Zero here. Stocked, because the owners are actually still living in the house. And this is pretty cool. So this is the pantry, and as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, but yet it still makes you feel like you're in another room from the entryway. Those transom windows can let that light flood into the kitchen, bypassing this cabinet. This is a really cool design feature. And just to pop them open, you can see.
Very nice. Look, not so creative with the white walls everywhere. Everybody loves their white walls. Gotta have the white walls in every room. But for what they're trying to do, they did a great job.
It's all storage space here. Fully stocked storage space. And then I want to also point out that we also have your typical Gaggenau suite here, the oven, microwave, convection, all that good stuff. This would actually be the chef's kitchen slash pantry, where you have the seamless lacquer here on the cabinetry.
Ooh, you made the chef's kitchen all white, where he's going to be doing a majority of the cooking, and it's all white. You got to clean it all the time. If you're going to do a chef's kitchen, at least go with like a gray or something darker than white. You're torturing your chef at the end of his shift to clean all this.
And I love these. These are touch to open refrigerator.
I feel like I died and went to heaven. That's how white this place is right here.
Freezers here. So these are the big boys, and this is stocked full. You gotta love the secondary fridge freezer. And then again, another prep sink, tons of countertop space. And again, the theme of the glass, large glass window here. Out of the pantry, I want to point out the layout of this house. So you go off to the left. The pantry and the kitchen also connect to this dining room.
Wow, that's a nice dining room. Look how nice that is. Look at this chandelier. That looks like little crystal bits put into it. It's a halo. You got a halo above you while you're eating your dinner. You got a nice painting here too as well. Absolutely.
Which is a one-of-a-kind dining room for many reasons. The fact that you have glass walls, which then open up again to the garden where we entered the house here. Like, look how cool this is. The fact that the dining room opens up to this patio space in the garden area when we first entered the home.
They ought to have some outdoor dining. Put a table out here if you want to eat outside. Or just drag this whole table out here onto this little awning here. Looks like we got our rain chains. That's cool. Everybody's doing these now. I used to think they were really cool, and they are really cool, but I'm seeing them on every mansion. There's got to be another cool way to do this, but these are cool. These are a little bit different. They're square chains. Ain't that nifty?
Super unique. Crystal chandelier over top here, seating for 10. And I do want to point out, it is open concept, but they have pocket doors. So you could close this off if you wanted to keep it private. Off of the dining room, this is the first bedroom, and check this bathroom out.
A little tight.
Look at this shower. With a view of your property, rainfall shower head here. Got the...
Ooh, I wonder if these are panned. So if you're a woman and you have breasts and you're standing in the shower, hopefully anybody out on the lawn can't see them. Good heavens.
Detachable here, the sprayer for all the body parts, and I really love how open it is. Even the bathroom, they keep with that theme of the open concept. You've also got your dual vanity, and then if we go off to the left here, this is the first bedroom here. Again, it faces the courtyard with sliding glass leading outdoor. So again, indoor, outdoor in every single room here. And like also in this bedroom, transom windows.
Bad TV placement here, guys. Look at this. How the hell are you going to watch this TV? You're going to sit on the end of your bed like this with your hands on both sides and just watch TV 3 feet from your face. This is just terrible, terrible placement for that TV. Do like the ceiling fan. That's nice, but as soon as you start to drape something over this, you're going to get it caught in the ceiling fan. This is too tight. This space was not used to the best of its abilities.
So you have light throughout the whole space, even the guest bedroom, which is sometimes an...
This doesn't line up with this window. This is, even this, you know, look at how it goes over this little portable window here, how your furniture goes that way. This is one of the poorest designed rooms I've seen in a mansion yet.
Afterthought in a house. But back out into the main area here. For reference, dining room, kitchen, pantry, powder room, cool floating marble vanity here, run-of-the-mill powder room, but still, just gotta show every piece of this home. Actually, what is this? HVAC. I'll be totally honest with you. I got the call to come to see this house and tour it. We saw it like 20 minutes before, and that's not enough time to like memorize all the facts and stuff. So you're just getting my raw reaction through the space.
It's a good thing I'm here because I can help out, point things out.
So in front of me, this is the den. But first I want to talk about this.
We got the hangers for the wine. Very nice.
Keeping with the glass theme here, temperature, humidity controlled wine cellar. It's actually really nice and cool in here. How sweet is this? Floating bottles, just adding to the whole thing.
Ooh, I'd be scared to take one of these bottles out. The way these are set up, you start pulling on one of these strings and you got 5 bottles on the ground. 5 $50 million bottles of wine smashing on the floor.
Theme of the house with that modern. Then you've got your bar, built-in everything here, ice maker, open concept shelving with the built-in LED light. And this is the den. Got a rustic pool table here front and
pool table looks very nice, very chic, very clean. Like the wood. I like how there's even cracks in the wood. Some people wouldn't like that. I like the cracks in the wood.
Center couch, built-in TV here, and
looks like we got a cowboy of some sort over here. I like this piece here. Nice TV. This is a better placed TV than the last one. Chandeliers. Look at these. They're nice. This is a nice spot. Glass table here.
Again, you've got the built-in glass here, so the whole back wall is glass, and it all opens up, and all this glass was custom made in Portugal and shipped all the way here to Austin, Texas.
Check out these. They look like little candles. You know, like those little mini candles that you put in your house. They're just tiny little oval, not oval, but disc-like candles. Imagine if these were actually candles. How cool would that be? If you put a wick right in this little oval here and you had these huge candles out on your porch. That if somebody wants to invent that or make that, you should, because that'd be super cool, especially in a $1 million mansion.
To be in this beautiful home. So from the den, we now have the outdoor den here with your built-in wood-burning fireplace. And I love how you've got the Italian brick here wrapped around the chimney of this fireplace. And then you've got your outdoor kitchen here, fully stocked.
We got our ceiling fan outside. People have been loving these singular ceiling fans. I think there was one that went viral on Instagram where a lady made a video and everybody just pointed out how much they liked their simple ceiling fan. We love that. We love the little egg top cooker there too. Those are great. You can always pick one of those up. You don't got to be a millionaire to buy one of these. You should buy one of them too because you can make great food in them.
You've got your grill in the center here, ice maker, refrigerator, freezer, all of it. They even have a green egg. If you've never charcoal smoked a barbecue, you're missing out on life. This is like my dream grill here. It's called the Big Green Egg, and they even come in larger sizes, but you get some like hickory chips in there and you grill something up. It's actually really good. If you look above the barbecue, you've got a steel plate so that the wood doesn't get all destroyed from the heat that this is gonna throw off. You've got the indoor den, the outdoor den, the grill, and this is the money. The views of the lake here, views of your property. Like I mentioned, you don't have one, but you've got 2 pools. And that one down there, that's actually, well, you'll see when we get there, it's not your typical pool. Back under your covered patio, you've even got the ceiling fan to get a nice little breeze going on. The patio connects the entire length of your infinity pool. So this is the dining room table when we first started the tour. And then you've got a nice little sitting area over here. I love the fact that it's connected by this outdoor space.
Lots of lounging.
Okay, so we're gonna head back into the house now, into the executive office. I love showing offices in these mansions that I tour because
I never like this office layout where people are coming in from the side while you're working at this office. Also, if you're going to run a computer here, you're going to have cords that run along the floor. The best thing you can do for an office is set it against the backdraft of the wall and then have it so people come to you to sit in front of you from, not from the side of you, not from outside. This is not a good space for an office. This is a bad placement.
this is the room where the money is made.
It's a weird time right now for both buyers and sellers, even in a hot spot like Austin. Prices and rates are both at record highs, which is why even the most legendary real estate investors don't invest everything into real estate. Diversification is key in reducing famous pieces of. With that, let's head back to Texas and check out the rest of this mega mansion.
The thing about this patio is it runs the entire length of the house. So we're gonna get to the pool in a little bit and talk about the lawn and what it's actually.
They're teasing the pool. I want to check it out. I want to hear what they have to say. I already know I don't have a diving board because I can never get a diving board.
Actually like to live on Lake Austin, but there's still a lot of house to see. So heading back in, this is now the owner's suite, where you've got those double height ceilings.
More white. Great.
In here again, the transom windows. The house even comes with a beautiful cat. I'm kidding, the cat's not for sale.
I want the cat.
But this is the owner's cat just chilling, living the good life in a $50 million mansion.
Hey guys, let me know if you were a cat. Imagine you're a cat. Maybe we got some furries. If you were a cat, would you want to live in this house?
In Texas to be that cat. Bedroom is huge. I want to also point out the glass again. Look at all this glass. And oh, one thing I want to mention is the view across the lake. That's a protected area, so you will never have neighbors across the lake, which is very important.
But you got neighbors right over here, I believe. That's their fence that they built for their place. So you're not completely secluded. You're well secluded. You wouldn't really run into these people, but you're not completely secluded.
Important because it justifies all the glass. If you'll notice, the shades are pretty much always up. It's all
I think for $50 million, I want to be damn secluded. I want to be very secluded. I wouldn't even want a neighbor like a few acres away or even not nearby for that price.
automatic. It's all Lutron. But like, look at all this glass in here. No neighbors. And that's a huge, huge selling point is the privacy. So from the owner's bedroom, we've got a connecting hallway here, which leads in to one of the most extreme bathrooms I've ever seen in a home tour.
I like this. I like this style. That's very unique. A floating marble square or rectangular cube thing here, just to block off this window for your pool or your bathtub here. That's unique. I haven't seen that anywhere else.
Look at this place. Marble everywhere. Starting it off, you've got the enclosed steam shower here. Huge vanity spread. You got the floating vanity, marble on the top, on the walls, a mirror running the entire length here. You've got a soaking tub front.
And you got an echo. You hear the echo, 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 echo. That's how spacious it is.
And center, divided by this huge marble slab. And on the backside, you've got the shower. And the floors are also heated. It's one of those bathrooms where there's like even.
You need heated floors out there in Texas, I'd imagine. The floor's plenty hot there in Texas. Texas tends to be pretty hot.
That, I had a feeling, look up. 2 rainfall shower heads. And the ceiling heights in here are quite high again.
It's kind of like a YMCA style shower in here, the way we just have shower heads all over. We got sinks running across and everything like that.
Transom windows, so there's tons of light in here. And then again, keeping with the indoor-outdoor theme, surprise, surprise. You've got outdoor space here in your bathroom. with a nice little patio where you could sit butt naked, get a tan, just enjoy the fresh air of Austin. And then this connects around back here. Look at this, this is pretty cool. You've got these like little 4-leaf clovers here with the patios inlaid leading to the door, which connects to the backyard. So you have privacy back here. Coming on back in. We've got some closet space off to the left here. And this hallway has the actual water closets, which is nice. You've got 2 his and hers on either side here. And then at the very end of the hallway, we're not gonna actually go in because again, people are still living here and we've got 2 closets on either side. But if you pull way back, we'll make our way back through this bath and then we are back to the front door. Tons of light, again. And I mentioned this at the start, but again, the glass opens up so you can walk right out into your courtyard where we first entered the home, cut across here to your home gym. And look at this space. It has a freestanding sauna here.
Those are about like $1,200 on Amazon right there. For $50 million, they could have went a little bit farther with their sauna.
So cool. I've always wanted a sauna. Built-in wet bar here, always stocked with your sports drinks of choice here. I like this gym because it's so minimal. Like they've got the Bowflex here, which this thing goes up to like 200 pounds. You've got the
$50 million, you want a Bowflex, you'll just buy a Bowflex.
the rowing machine, pull-up bar. You've got the water closet because I don't know about you, but most people who work out, there's been the times where you've got to go number 2 at the gym. So I like how they have that in this gym. And there's nothing like getting in.
Protein powder hits you quick.
A good workout outside. And with this layout of the house where it is indoor outdoor living, you could get your workout in the gym. Or
I like these. I hope they properly matted under the rock here because picking the weeds out in between these is a pain in the ass. I was a landscaper for a number of years and this is a nightmare for your landscapers if it's not properly done. It looks like we might have a little bit of it popping through here. So maintaining that, especially in your hotter season where things are growing.
Bring it out here to the patio space and get in a killer workout. But heading back across.
Also with all those rocks kicking around, they end up getting in the house and scratching the floor and everything like that. You kind of want to get that as far away from your entrances to your buildings as possible.
I love this room. Got the grand piano here displayed out. And then if we keep going down the guest wing, I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna peek because I'm curious. HVAC, nothing important. But this is the bedroom wing. So here is another bedroom. Again, every room here has private.
Looks like we got a little baby room. Even the baby's got a bed. Give the baby a bed.
Outdoor space, and check out this bathroom. In keeping with the minimal feeling here, you got an open shower with another huge window in the shower. Like, look at this. Got a little seat here, rainfall shower head. The use of light in this house.
Great little tiling. Takes forever. God bless the guys who do this. They have so much patience. It's got to be like a million of these little squares. Incredible work.
Is the most distinguishing design feature that I think really jumps out, that makes this house stand apart from other places of this caliber that we've toured. And then at the end of the hallway, I mean, look at this. This is the laundry room.
Very
Huge,
nice.
with tons of light. Like,
I don't know why you need a sink in the laundry room. Anybody know why you need a sink in a laundry room? Let me know.
to have these transom windows even in the laundry room, that just shows you that nothing was spared. No corners were cut here. And then this is a little bit of a mudroom here, storage for miscellaneous things. And then if we pivot around.
Yeah, this place is anti-mud. How white it is, you wouldn't want to step in here. You got to take your shoes off at the door, like a Japanese house.
This is the garage.
Hi!
Hello!
How are you? Oh,
Good to meet you. Oh, is that your dog?
I'm sorry. Come on, Turkey, come here.
Meet your lead designer.
Listing agent. So that was my first time meeting the agent listing this property. Her dog like ran off. And then if we actually go across the courtyard here, we'll look at this garage in a second. But if you look above the garage here, this is the treehouse. At the start of the video, I mentioned that there are actually 4 structures on this estate. And this one might be my favorite for apt reasons. It's called the treehouse because it is elevated above the garage.
That doesn't make it a treehouse. You could build anything 2 stories and call it a treehouse. This isn't. You need a tree to be a treehouse. Come on.
So you've got the staircase leading up here. How cool is this? It's kind of like an in-law suite above the garage. Again, with the
This is a nice place, though. This is the bachelor pad. This is where I live up elevated.
glass and steel theme, windows everywhere, tons of sunlight in here. And you've even got a little mini kitchen here. This is actually really cool. Check it out. Built-in dishwasher, oven here. So you could cook in here if you wanted. And then behind me, the bathroom runs the entire length.
Everything you need, all in one strafe. Right down, right back, get in bed, get up in the morning, go do your process straight in, straight out, get to work.
Of that bedroom space. So starting at the back here, shower, toilet, soaking tub, all sectioned off by this frosted glass, dual van structure. And if you look in the distance, that's the third structure, and that is the garden house. And the reason why they call this the garden house is because you have a full-on garden right out in front. Look at this. Fresh basil here.
Hey, that's $1 million. That's $1 million basil you just picked right there. Better put that back, better glue that back on there.
I wish you could translate smell through a camera. You've got the sounds of the birds, your little mini tomatoes here, some spinach, regular plants. And it really is pretty peaceful. I mean, just listen. Sounds of birds chirping, blue skies, the sun is out. God damn, I want to move to Texas now. Everyone's like, New York or Texas? Am I swinging towards Texas?
Oh, Texas, go to Texas. I live in New York. I'll tell you right now, Texas sounds nice. Sounds very nice. But all my exes live there, so I might have to stay in New York.
Am I going red? A cool fact is your neighbor, this empty lot, belongs to Michael Dell, the billionaire. So that's the kind of neighborhood we're dealing with. And now from the garden, let me take you up into the garden house. So this is the third structure on the property, and it's just another large.
I like the garden house. It's kind of away from everybody. You're kind of very private, very simple.
I guess you would call it, like, I would hate to say apartment, but a big suite. Like, look at it. It's all open concept, huge bedroom front and center, facing west, so you have all the light coming in. Again, floor to ceiling glass on the walls here.
Yeah, the place does really run like a commune. If you could get a group of people that you really liked and like pool your money. I know $50 million is a lot of money, so it's a lot of pooling a lot of money. But if you could get like a community of people or even a big family together that really like, you know, enjoys being around each other, this would be a great place for them.
Nice little sitting nook. If you come around this way, we have a full kitchen in here, same finishes as the main house and the tree house. So you've got the marble here, everything. This is an induction.
More white, more marble. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's the same throughout. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit.
Cooktop here, the light coming in. One of my I was pretty
riding around.
And this is a huge house. As far as security, we are gated off from the main street, and even there's a security keypad, which then blocks off the rest of the driveway, leading all the way down to the main house right over.
Well, in Texas, you ain't got to worry about people breaking in as much because you got guns. When you have guns, people don't mess around as much.
Behind me. So this place is like Fort Knox, but we're gonna give a quick little look at this because this is a huge house, and this is just the guest house. Like for most people, this is a really nice house. And this is one of 4 houses on the property. I love the continuation of that indoor-outdoor. Like before you even walk in, we got this outdoor fireplace here, huge chimney going up the whole double.
Need a couple chairs for that.
Height of the house. Then again, big patio space, more of the indoor-outdoor living, which leads us into, check this out, the great room here with double-heighted beam ceilings with this huge chandelier overhead. Just like the main house, you've got the view right from the front door.
Very nice.
Which now we're elevated, like I mentioned, so we have views of the entire property. Main house down below, right across the lake, like I mentioned, that is all preserved. There will never be homes across from there, so that view is forever, and it's a very rare thing. Huge fireplace running up the center of the room here with those transom windows all about. So off of the great room, we've got your kitchen.
These upside down wine glass lanterns here. Those are kind of neat.
Dining room, and we're just doing a quick little walk through this house because we still haven't shown the actual land and the river where all the fun stuff is. But huge kitchen.
Basic kitchen.
With the beams in here, gives it that lodgy feeling. And at the end of the hallway. The best part about this home is the land itself. These are 100-year-old pecan trees in the backyard here. And as far as the
Pecans. You guys like pecans? I like pecans. Think, what do they fall off these branches up here? You can have your own natural pecans. We like pecans. I like pecans.
outdoor activities, you have the main infinity pool here right by the house.
I actually really don't like pecans. I don't like pecan pie. I don't like pecan anything. This place is not for me. I can't buy this place. It's not because I don't have $50 million. It's because why would I want pecans? Pecans are gross. You ever taste them? They taste like chalk. They're disgusting. Tell me if you love pecans.
Which has a beach access, so it kind of just slopes on in. Then you've got a hot tub. There's actually a second pool. And the proper outdoor kitchen. I mentioned there's an outdoor kitchen up there. This is the actual outdoor kitchen. It's covered in a loggia style here with the huge grill, outdoor TV, all the built-ins here. Then off of the kitchen, this is the second pool, but this isn't just an ordinary pool. This is essentially a treadmill of pools. So there's a current that pushes against you and you swim against that current, creating resistance. So
Hey, that's a neat touch. I haven't seen that in any other mansion. The wave pool kind of deal.
you're basically swimming in place as if you were on a treadmill for running, if that makes sense. And they have one right here overlooking 200 plus feet of frontage on the lake.
So it's a bit deceiving to say that you don't have neighbors. You do have these neighbors, and if they're throwing a loud party, you're probably going to hear it over here. But you do have a fair amount of privacy. And if you're in this tax bracket, you're probably surrounded by some people that enjoy their privacy or made enough money throughout their older people throughout life who've probably made enough money to want to have a secluded spot. So you don't really have to worry about your neighbors that much because of the class that there are. Unless they're new money. Unless they're Logan Paul and he's throwing, alligators in the water and claviculars riding up and shooting them. And, if you got nonsense new money next to you, you might not like it. But for the most part, all this is probably mostly old money, good people around you. This might be a great place to live. Looks like we got the boat dock. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this one. That is your $50 million Texas home. Would you want to live in Texas? Are you scared of your exes? Can you get down there? Do you have the money? I don't, but I would love to. And look at this place. It is beautiful. I would love to live there. It is amazing. It is tasteful. It's a little too white for me. That's okay. Some people love it. Some people don't. If you hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. Making these videos like every day, making a couple of them every day. So if you could check out my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. I will see you in the next one.